Yesterday, President Biden ended up signing a bill, which was the spending bill for the United States. As we all know that the time was running out and the deadline was late Friday around midnight, in which if they wasn't able to come up with a new spending package between the Republicans and the Democrats or the House and the Senate, then the government was going to be facing a government shutdown. Well, anyways, they were a little bit late, so they did actually miss the deadline, but shortly thereafter, they ended up getting the deal done and was able to send it over to the president's desk for his signature. Now, again, this particular spending package was around $1.2 trillion. We've been knowing about this for quite some time, and I actually talked about that on my last video. So if you are interested in what that particular package actually includes, you can definitely check out the previous video on this channel. But anyways, President Biden ended up signing the bill early on Saturday morning, and now we are officially saying that the government can actually continue to run as normal. The good thing about it is that this package actually included enough money to get the government through at least the next 6 months. Yes, they are saying that this particular spending package, the funding package, was actually created to where it was going to last throughout the remaining of the government's fiscal year, which ends on September the 30th. So if you look at your calendar, that is about 6 more months away. So that is some good news, because all of the previous bills, in order to keep the government running as normal, they have only passed a spending package to get them through at least the next 2 months. So seeing this last at least 6 months, that gives us a little bit of relief, because this is starting to get a little bit stressful in regards to those individuals that receive money or income from the government, or those individuals that have government jobs. It is causing a lot of stress, unnecessary stress for everyone. So the good thing about it is that most Americans don't have to worry about anything for at least the next 6 months. So again, like I said, President Biden signed a $1.2 trillion spending package early on Saturday morning, avoiding a government shutdown. But President Biden did want to make a clear statement to let the American people know that he said, look, I want to be clear. Congress work isn't finished thus yet. Yes, like I said, they only get enough spending money to get them through the end of September of this year. So once we get to that time frame, the government, Congress, the House, and the Senate is going to be working on another package to get it through, to get us additional spending money, to get us through probably the rest of the remaining of the year. So again, we'll probably see that coming very shortly. Around the earlier part of September, we'll start to see different discussions in regards to that particular bill. So anyways, I at least wanted to give that information to you. And looking at this particular article, guys, I thought it was rather interesting to see that they actually mentioned my name on this article. If you look right here, it says you need to zoom in, because the budget bill keeps the federal spending roughly steady at 2023 levels. Did you catch it? It said the budget bill. They're talking about me, guys. Well, anyways, just kidding, but I thought that was rather funny. But anyways, what do you think about this new spending package? It probably doesn't necessarily affect you directly, but indirectly, it obviously affects you, your children, your family, and everyone out there, because we continue to see the government, lawmakers focus on things that are not necessarily focused on the American people, especially our low-income families, our Social Security recipients, the ones that are struggling the most right now. Typically, these bills don't necessarily benefit them. They pretty much benefit other things, or even other countries outside of the American people. So again, a lot of people are not necessarily happy about this, because the government continues to spend, print money, in which our children, our grandchildren are going to be faced with this huge bill. So, but anyways, they did get the bill passed. Let me know what you think about it down below. Moving on, guys, I do want to go ahead and talk about a recent mass shooting. Luckily, this was not in the United States. This was, shockingly enough, in Russia, in which a gunman ended up opening fire in a concert hall during a concert, obviously. And so far, they're saying that 133 people have now been killed. Yes, this was very tragic, even if it is in any other country, even if it is in Russia, because these were obviously innocent individuals in which this crazy person opened up fire, as well as he opened up or ignited bombs in the area as well. Take a look at this. It says that at least 133 people are now dead in a Russian concert hall shooting. And just to remind you, this is pretty similar to the same attack that we saw, I believe it was back in October in Gaza. Yes, guys, it says that Israeli survivors recount the terror at the music festival where Hamas militants ended up killing about 260 people at this concert. And there were young people at this concert in Gaza, and now we are seeing the same thing repeat itself around 6 months later, when everyone, or pretty much no one, is actually thinking about it anymore. So again, this was in Russia, and shockingly enough, this is in Russia, guys, and they're saying that in regards to the latest news, they're saying that ISIS has claimed responsibility for this particular attack. And again, like I said, there has been no confirmation thus far, but we did get word directly from the president of Russia, Vladimir Putin, and Putin said that the gunman who raided the Moscow concert hall, he tried to escape back into Ukraine, and that so far Kyiv is denying any type of involvement in this particular matter. But like I said, ISIS has actually come out and claimed responsibility to this particular attack. Now, the biggest question is whether or not these particular gunmen have gotten away. Well, they're saying that they have been caught. Yes, Russia has caught the individuals, and they're saying that it is multiple individuals that was in relation or responsible for this particular attack. Now, me, myself, I would only assume that if these individuals were captured by Putin and his gang, they don't have much longer to live in the world, guys. Wouldn't you guys agree? We already know exactly how Putin takes on his rivals or anybody that goes against him. And this is obviously a shot directly to him in his country, because he believes that he is the only one that can kill or murder anyone in Moscow or Russia. So I'm curious to see how long these particular individuals will survive if they have been captured. We are still waiting for confirmation in regards to their captivity of these particular individuals that was involved with this concert hall mass shooting. So anyways, guys, I know a majority of you do not live in Russia, but you might have relatives in Russia. But I would love to get your thoughts on this. What do you think about this mass shooting in Russia? What do you think is the next phase in regards to this? And hopefully we don't continue to see these numbers rise from 133 to much higher than that. So anyways, guys, if you would like to join me, take the time to send up a few prayers for those individuals that have lost their lives, their families, their friends, and their loved ones, guys. We definitely want to keep those individuals in our prayers in the meantime. But anyways, last but not least, I do want to go ahead and give you some information in regards to a few states that are now introducing what they're calling some rebate checks in the amount of up to $8,000. And I believe this article talks about 4 specific states, and I at least want to share that information with you. Yes, it says that Americans living in at least 4 states could start seeing rebates worth of $8,000 coming their way if they fit certain criteria that has been set forward. Yes, this is in regards to the Inflation Reduction Act, or better known as the IRA, which was originally passed back in 2022. Part of this legislation is called for homeowners across the country to earn special rebates on energy efficient appliances. And experts are telling us that those savings can help down the line as well. Take a look at this right here. It says that so far rebates haven't made their way into Americans' hands, but California, New York, New Mexico, and Hawaii are about to shake things up just a little bit. The 4 states have started the application process with the United States Department of Energy to get the money flowing back to homeowners. Previously, the IRA ruled that all the money from the $8.8 billion rebate program would need to be distributed through each state and added on the additional application process. Due to the new developments, residents in California, New York, New Mexico, and Hawaii should potentially wait a few months before making any big purchases for their homes. And that includes a range of energy efficient appliances from heat pumps to induction stoves. Still, those who need to urgently update their home appliances could still take advantage of the rebates down the line retroactively, as long as your home updates took place after August of 2022. Again, that includes up to $8,000 for heat pumps. A lower amount of $1,750 is available for heat pump water heaters, and $840 is the potential offering for induction stoves. Another high amount of $4,000 can be earned for homeowners who make an electrical system upgrade. All in all, a maximum of $14,000 is available to homeowners who make the full range of energy efficient home updates to their home. Your full amount will also depend on your income range for your household. So that could play a significant role to you or your loved ones who are participating in this particular appliances program. Yes, like I said, some individuals can receive up to $8,000, and I just told you the 4 states that can participate in this. So again, if you bought any type of home appliances after August of 2022, you are eligible to receive some of that money from the Inflation Reduction Act. So yes, if you fit that criteria, you definitely want to Google that information in your state to find out how you can apply for these particular rebates. Hopefully you still have your receipts, and if not, make sure that you save your receipts if you do go out and purchase something right now, or if you purchased something previously. Go ahead and try to find that receipt or some type of documentation that states of when you actually purchase it and how much, because you definitely want to take advantage of this. This is considered free money or rebates for only 4 states, guys. 4 states are involved in this. So again, I hope that information was helpful to you. But outside of all that, if you get an opportunity, make sure you comment down below as well as hit the like button. It really helps us out. And if you haven't already, make sure that you are subscribed to the channel. I would really appreciate it. But outside of all that, I hope to see you guys on the next video.